musically or even career-wise, that we felt like we had to force our fans or other people to say, we're adults now. I think taking that break kind of let people understand that we're just becoming who we were. And our fans grow up with us. It's been always really nice. I mean, they, as, say, we graduate, and musically, they graduate by going to university or things like that. So it's cool to see us. Like when we played our show, we played a show in Radio City a week ago, and seeing familiar faces, but now a lot older, was thrilling.
All right. Okay. Now, the next question is from Manila concert scene, Jamie Ortega.
Hi. Hi, Jimmy. Thank you. Thank you.
Do you want to ask them your question? Or? Okay, let's make it personal.
Alright. Okay. It's for Joe. How has, I'm a big fan of the Next. So how has mentoring at the Next helped you as an artist?
Thank you. You know, we've been able to mentor other artists, kind of all three of us, behind the scenes, and now doing something like that on camera. It was a little bit different because you have to show a lot of honesty with an artist or artist. You know, you say either, sometimes it comes down to it where you say, this is not for you, or you're a star, you should be on a bigger stage. And helping these artists and kind of finding out what makes them sing, why they get on stage, why they pick the songs they want to do. And that was something about this show in particular that I really was attracted to, the fact that we dove into these people's lives rather than just kind of meeting them when they get on stage and audition. So I would definitely do it again and hope to mentor artists in the future.
Do you have enough to ask another question or just one? Or a follow-up?
Go ahead.
Sure.
Alright, last question. Do you guys have any backstage rituals? I know that you guys are, you're very passionate about your spirituality and all that, so I know that you pray, but do you have any other backstage rituals? And thank you, and have a great concert tomorrow.
Thank you.
I'm so happy to have met you guys.
Thank you.
Yes, I do. I love you guys.
Thanks. Rituals, yeah, I think that, you know, we definitely all get together, say a big prayer, make sure that we're in the right headspace. We try to do about a 30 to 45-minute lockdown, we call it, for the show, where it's just the three of us in the dressing room warming up and getting in the right mind frame for the show. But also, we say this thing that we all get together, we say, live in the dream, baby, live in the dream. It's kind of our big chant together.
All right, let's make things a little bit more personal here. Do you guys want to pick the questions? I'll read them. You pick, then I read them.
I'm going to go with the pink.
All right.
All right, this handwriting's a little tough, but I want to try to
I can help you with that. You see, it's like Da Vinci Code.
Yeah, you're going to help me out here.
Okay, this is again from Plush of Inquirer. That's already been asked.
Oh!
All right.
Can I grab another one?
Yeah, please.
All right. Well, there's a lot on this one. Okay. Here you go.
Let's go. This is from Florencio Jusay and Manuel Tulay. There. Being part of Disney, were there was a time you wanted to be part or sing in a Disney cartoon?
Oh, wow. That's the first question for us. Yeah. Growing up with those films and growing up with those, you know, animated movies now, especially like Toy Story and now all the other things. Those movies are great. You know, we actually watched one on the plane coming over. But I think that we had an opportunity to work with Disney in a different way. We were able to be part of our own musical experience with them with Camp Rock and doing different things. So luckily we had our fill of that, and hopefully continue to do things like that in the future, whether with them or with other people. But for right now, we're just kind of focused on the music and excited about it.
When I was a kid, I did Beauty and the Beast, a Broadway show. I played Chip the Teacup, so I got to Disney feeling when I was very young.
Okay, now you want to pick the next question. I can read it for you.
See if I can get it.
All right, it's a challenge.
Oh, you got good handwriting.
How important is social media for your career? How do you control letters online and bashers?
Haters and bashers.
Haters and bashers. Orange Magazine TV. Hello.
Hi.
Yeah, social media is a big part of everything we do. I think that, you know, what's funny is when we first came out, we were kind of on the forefront of MySpace being popular, and now that's not as popular. Facebook, Twitter, and all the rest.
What are you talking about? Friendster's there still.
But it was definitely our way of kind of releasing our music and getting things started for us, because we had a label at the time that wasn't as supportive as we would have needed them to be. So it's always been important to us and continues to be important. I was just Instagramming a bunch of pictures before from the city. And then as far as bashers and haters and things, I think that, I love when people kind of hate and get passionate about that, because it shows you that there's more that really care. And if you're stirring up that much passion in people, it means you're doing something right. Even if a small portion of it is negative, it means a large portion is positive.
It basically depends on where you focus also.
Exactly.
Right.
If you're looking for it, you'll find it, but if you focus on the positive things, I think you're always going to be happier. Yes.
All right, Kevin, you wanna take the next one?
This is from Enzo Luna and ManilaExpress.com. What have you learned from your 3-year hiatus as a group and individual? For me personally, I was able to get married and spend a little time not on the road. We got married while we were still traveling and different things, but it was nice to be able to have a break. And then I learned a lot about life and learning those experiences. And we've been saying this recently. We've been saying that, we needed to live a little bit of life so we could write about it and talk about it, and it's definitely true. And I think it goes for all of us. Right?
Yeah, during the 3-year hiatus that we took, I think, we all made it a priority to go and do things we were passionate about on the career front as individuals, but also, in a personal life too. We had to live some life to experience some certain things to be able to write about it. We grew up a lot of that time as well, I think. It set us up perfectly for this next phase.
Okay, now this next question is from the beautiful person in red here. Okay.
Hello.
Hello.
And, okay, here it goes. It says, it's the first time of Jonas Brothers in the Philippines for a big concert. Any expectations, and what will the fans expect there?
Well, our expectations, I've only been able to kind of see what we have seen from Facebook and Twitter and the excitement. So we know there's a lot of excited fans and ready fans. And for us personally, what the fans can expect, just a fun show. We love to just bring a good show, hopefully, to the crowd. And if it's anything like New York City, it's going to be something to remember.
I think also we've made music the focus in this show in particular. In years past, I think we had more gags and sort of production elements, whereas this one is really about the music and connecting with the fans and the audience and giving them kind of a new take on some of the older songs, and then introducing some new songs that we're really excited about. We're playing at least 3 new songs they can expect. So hopefully they like all that.
So for sure it's going to be intimate.
Yeah, I think intimate. It still, I think, will have an element of sort of bigness to it, but it's definitely all about the music and focusing on that.
Okay, now the next question. I'll go for the pink paper here. To Nick Jonas, what do you think of Lea Salonga since you appeared together in the 25th Les Mis anniversary?
I love her. She's amazing, so talented, and we actually talked about coming to the Philippines a few times while we were doing the 25th anniversary production. And I know that she had a chance to meet with Anna Maria, who is with us on this show. But it was great to do that with her, and she's obviously a legend at this point in the theater community around the world. And she said very good things about this part of the world, and I'm so happy to be here from what she said about it.
Have you guys learned any Tagalog words already? Oh, we should teach them, guys.
Yeah.
You know what that means.
Yeah,
Okay, what do you want to
ready
teach
to
them?
Mahal ko kayo.
Let's just get a compliment. What are we saying here?
Okay, we're going to say, I love you.
Everyone always goes for the bad words first.
No.
I love you. It's like, sure.
That's right. You can also say maganda. Filipinos are beautiful.
Yes.
Maganda kayo.
Joe Jonas for bench. I saw that one.
We pull and we see the massive billboard. We're like, wow, Joe, that was awesome.
I said, I know him.
Yeah. He knows. All right, now we move to the next question. Oh, you want to pick?
I really do, actually.
Go ahead.
Just changing it up, going orange. What's the long one? All right, Total Girl Magazine. In the house.
Hello.
Is there a moment during your break hiatus at a band that you faced fear of or doubt about all the changes? Like fans not liking your music or hardships in your career? How do you deal?
I think that we may have felt that way had we not been doing things as individuals to kind of keep things going. Joe with his solo record and Kevin with his television show and other things. I was doing theater stuff and producing for other people. Oh, Charisse, that's fun.
Oh.
She also told me that you guys were awesome when she came in. So. But it was a season of keeping busy outside of the group. So there really weren't any fears. I think that after about 2.5, 3 years, though, we were definitely ready to jump back in and kind of take the reins again and go for it.
Okay.
I would agree with you.
Let's go, we shall.
All right. Natalie Tomata. Yeah, okay. Nathalie. Question: how did your time apart help your dynamics and musicality as a band?
Nice.
Harsh. That's why we're musicians.
We barely graduated.
I think we spent time learning about other music as well and what was going on in those moments. We each went to different concerts and lived different parts of life and brought new things to that. And I think having time apart really did help us. But at the same time, we're brothers. We weren't really ever apart.
Right.
It's not like we didn't see each other or hang out. We were always hanging out, seeing each other. But really, it was less about the music for a little while. It's more about building a better bond together as brothers.
But okay, since you said that you guys are always together, I mean, you have to be together because your family, like.
Yeah, for 6 years straight, we spent every day together. So it was
how's
a
that?
little nice being able to not have to see these two guys for a little while.
So what do you do when it gets too much? You know what I mean? Like when you
Fight.
Yeah, all right.
No. Well, sometimes.
So how do you guys fight? I think that's a better question.
How do we fight? Well, it really depends. We don't ever get physical with each other. We're not ones to get physical, but we definitely challenge each other from time to time, and as we can be.
Sword fighting.
Sword fights.
Very mature.
Yeah, it's very sophisticated, but no, I think that at the end of the day we're each other's best friends, and we always prefer to resolve things and continue to get the best result of whatever we're doing instead of fighting.
Yeah, talk about it. Communication is key. So let's communicate some more. Okay, you want to do it?
I'll do it if that's all right.
Where is? That's easy to understand, right?
I'm not going to answer that one, sorry.
Okay.
The bottom one, the top one, I don't like so much. myxph.com?
Hey, that's mixedph.com.
Okay. There we go, sorry. Which artist would you want to collaborate with? Kevin?
Ooh, that's a tough one. So many good ones out there.
Like currently, right now?
At this moment right now.
Right now, what are you feeling right now? What's the first? Just say an artist, whatever comes to
I
your
was listening
mind.
to Phoenix in the hotel room before. That'd be
There you
cool.
go. Cool. Adele.
Jessie J would be fun.
Yeah.
Jessie J.
I think she'd be a cool collaboration for us as well.
Absolutely. Adele.
Adele.
Adele. Have you heard of her?
I love Adele. I sound like Adele.
Sample.
Do you want to hear me sing? No, you don't want to do that. Okay. No, I really.
Very confident thing to say.
That's all I have. Confidence.
Well, all right.